Hello,
You
Rob.
know, so I tried to set up the Wise Raj a couple weeks ago when you first sent it to me, like almost a month ago, and it was taking so much time, and I finally got it done today because the Swift code has to be in all capitals, not lowercase, and it, it's done.
Yeah,
And
that's absolutely okay. I mean, I'm glad that it's done finally. But I mean, if it's personal transfer, the transaction fee is too low. But uh, glad to see you finally again. Wishing you a happy new year.
Happy
Uh,
New Year.
Thank you, Michael Guthrie, for believing in me, for trusting in me. I should thank Kim also for starting or kick-starting this. Kim, happy new year once again.
So
So
go ahead. I'm
yeah, yeah, I'm all excited to work on different types of content um, for the Pacific
awesome.
Capital LLC. It's a great learning because now my perspective of real estate investment here also is changing. Probably a couple of my family members have seen a change in me because as I create our content, I'm doing a little research, which I'm enjoying, which I'm learning because for me, real estate was always uh, a myth. Multi-family investing is
Hmm.
always a myth. It's like another star. Probably it's like traveling to Mars and all. But with the kind of insights which you are sharing with other people on stage, or probably with whatever the other videos, as I prepare the content, I'm like, oh, it is possible. Come on, I mean the numbers can be achieved even if we start small. Uh,
Right.
so I'm playing it in my own way in Indian market. I mean it takes lots of effort with the past investments which were made. So
Sure.
it's a great learning because I mean I do have my own three properties uh, which will give me that passive income, but I've never dreamt of scaling them in the last decade. But things have changed. I mean, most of it is from my parents or grandparents. Um, but personally, it gives me a new focus. Probably this will be like the eighth habit. Like if, and I'm also working. I'm excited to share this with you, Mike and Kim. I'll also be working on Amazon bestsellers. We can be with whatever the PDFs. It doesn't matter 20 pages or 50 pages. But I mean, we will live our legacy under Amazon International Bestseller or probably as international author with whatever the content which you're sharing in the video. And I'll work towards it because I've cracked the code. We have a community of authors. I'm part of that, uh, which is I'm working towards. Apart from videos and content, social media content is something which we've been playing, and I totally love it. But Amazon bestseller or becoming an international author is a new gig for me in 2025.
Mm.
So I'll make sure that we live our legacy not only on Amazon Music with the podcast, but in the with whatever the PDFs which we have. I'll see how
It's
we
like,
can take it
is it
forward.
like converting the content into like an ebook that they pay for, or is it gonna be like a
Yeah,
free stuff?
it'll be like an ebook, but I mean the content is not going to be AI generated. That's what we've been promised. So technically, Samantha or Mike need to work on little assignments so that it comes from their experience, and most of their experience is shared in the videos. That's an
Yep.
advantage
Yeah.
for me because I keep listening to those videos again and again. So whatever is articulated through the audio, I mean that's not ChatGPT or that's not AI content because it comes
Yeah.
spontaneously from Samantha and from Mike. So I
Yeah,
have
much
an
more authentic.
yeah, I
Yeah,
have
it
an
has to
edge
be
there.
like,
Yeah, I have an edge there. But in case if I need something again, I'll just put that in the group, and probably I'll wait for a response. But most of it is already answered through the videos because the 1 hour webinars are probably interviews or podcasts with other people. Uh, Still, there's lots of work to be done. We definitely got to work on our numbers, reaching our target audience, and
Yeah, I think reaching the target audience is just time and content, and
Yeah.
we're pushing a little bit more. I'm gonna be. We just finished a raise for Rise, so that one's done. They just pushed another property to me over the weekend that they're going to be getting under contract, but I'm not going to raise on that one. I have to tell them no because what I want to do, Q1 and Q2 is focus on raising. I don't want to talk about raising money. I want to talk about when you become the lender, you have a
Uh-huh.
guaranteed cash flow. Because I'm working with a guy here locally that I have a big chunk of money with, doing some hard money lending, and we want to raise a fund around that to because there's so much need. And what I've found as I've done more research here in the Phoenix area, there's probably about 15 or 20 independent hard money lenders. We call it hard money lending, but it's also called private credit, where you lend money to fix and flippers, short-term investors that are buying properties, doing a little bit of renovation, and then flipping them, or they're buying it, getting under contract, and then they're turning it into their own rental and putting permanent debt on the product. But we're finding a lot of opportunity in that space. So that's probably why I've shared with you guys, James McCabe, Luke
Oh,
Vennard.
James. Okay.
Those guys what they're doing is they're focusing on people that have switched jobs or have had a divorce and somebody gets a settlement and they want to put money somewhere where you get a fixed income because people can live on cash flow. They can't live on net worth. Where multifamily is more of a long-term appreciation play. For the next probably 6 months, I'm going to focus on, and there's another guy, Klinkhammer. I think I shared his information with you, Kim. Jean Klinkhammer. If you don't have it, I'll send it to you. But I'm actually going skiing with him in 2 weeks, and he has about $55 million of cash out on the street here in Arizona. Where between me and Jules has been at this a lot longer, and he's got more money in there, but he's got almost $10 million out on the street. And today, Brad Sumrock, he just stayed at my house last night. He left this morning. He's going to be on this Hannah Hammond's podcast. I've already friended her, pinged her a couple times. And another friend of mine, Dallin, who I did his Capitalist Pro podcast. He's pinged her because he knows her and trying to get me on her stuff because she's got a lot more reach. She's got probably 40,000 followers, where I'm all the way up, I think, to 1,800. Not that I'm in a rush to get
To
crappy followers.
10,000.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm just I'm looking for quality over quantity. And so Brad's having a meetup tonight. He's already got like 75 confirmed people coming to this meetup. And I told him I wasn't going to be able to make it because I had a dinner. Well, in talking with Samantha, my dinner's at 5 o'clock. His meetup's at 7. I'll be done with dinner by 6:30, and I can drive the 30 minutes across town. And I'm going to be at the meetup, and I'm hopeful I will get to share content today in front of a audience of between 70 and 100 people and get that all filmed out also. But there's some other content I'm going to start creating. Literally, I want to create content like at least once or twice a week for get like 10 or 15 minutes worth of stuff going. Plus, I want to film out my capital raising school that I've been doing. So those are some things I'm working on. I just want to give you and that's why I wanted to have a conversation to give you a heads up on what we're looking to do. And I can give you a list of probably 7 or 8 hard money lenders who have, and you wouldn't really know it by their presence on LinkedIn or Instagram, but that's what they do. And I want to make sure that we're doing appropriate branding and content to surround myself as the professional that knows what I'm doing. I literally a week and a half ago, me and my wife on Friday, we went to our club over here at Silverleaf, and I met. Let me see if I can find his name. His name's Andrew. You could Google him. He used to own the Coyotes, the Arizona
Oh,
Coyotes. And he's sitting there with his. They come and sit right next to me and my wife and start chatting us up. My wife's going golfing with his girlfriend next week. The guy's worth like $10 billion, and he
Wow.
just sits right down next to me at the bar, right?
Andrew
And
wow.
Barnaway, I guess. Yeah. Andrew
and
That's a
it's
Barnaway.
here.
normal thing for you,
It's
Mike,
here.
anyway.
It's here at our club Silverleaf. And this weekend, I met another guy's name's Harrison. He's on my Instagram, but sitting just on the other side of Harrison, who we got introduced to and we're having dinner with in a week, is Mr. Martindale. And who is Mr. Martindale? He was the CEO of Rite Aid for like 9 years. And Rite Aid's a huge, probably a 1,000 or 1,500 pharmacy store chain here in
All
the
right,
United States.
eight. Yeah, I heard of that. We even have, yeah, we probably have it in Philippines for
So,
generic.
and then over at our New Year's Eve party, I met another gentleman that we're going to have dinner with shortly, and he's 25% owner and founder of Sprouts grocery store. So two billionaires in less than 10 days I've met at our club.
Wow.
It's And so I'm I'm,
Proximity,
I'm hopeful
Mike.
to get on their podcast or on something that they're doing, so then I can. It just gives more credibility to who we are and what we're trying to do. And I really and Samantha's probably going to want to have a conversation with you soon about operating her social with Kim also.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
well, Kim's our
Yeah.
right hand. We'll just say it that way. She's been with us a few years and she's just been amazing, and she really helped us on the ATM side and helped us with that exit, even though she had no idea we were exiting at the time,
Yeah.
because we were pretty good at keeping that under wraps while she was producing some amazing stuff to help sell that. But um, that's sort of what we're up to, or what I'm up to, and what I'm doing, and so. And then, so I have a thing tonight, and then next week, Dallin's. I'll send it. I'll send you the link, but don't post it
Okay.
because he only wants 25 people there. It's private invite only. But I'll send you the.
Mhm.
I'll send you guys the link to his thing. But I'm the feature of it, and he calls me after he had already sent me the thing, and he goes, "I have like 7 people already signed up for this," and I go, "Well, who's speaking?" He goes, "Well, open up the thing." So I open it, and I'm like, "What if I'm not in town?" Because he featured me as the draw, and I'm like, what if I'm not even in town? You know what I mean? And so he's just like, I was just hopeful that you would be, and that you would be accepting of coming to talk. So there's a lot of good things coming, and I think 2025 is going to be a huge year. I'm my year my word for the year is harvest. A word that
Wow.
was given to me from another person that wants me in their mastermind. He's like 2025 is going to be the comeback year because 2023 and 2024 were a little bit down. 2025
Yeah.
is going to be the comeback. So those are those are things that we're thinking about, and I want to build on. I mean, literally, my church, um, the year of harvest.
Wow. Receiving a dream
You're
harvest.
right.
Yeah.
So that was handed to me yesterday at church, even though I'd already put out my word of the year's harvest to a lot of people. And so that was handed to me yesterday at church. So I think there's a lot of things coming into alignment, and as we can all harvest, it'll all be better for everyone.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
Definitely. Yeah.
that's sort of where I
Definitely.
want to build content. And if you have certain things, Raj, you want me to record or build content around, just put it in our chat.
Yeah.
And my job is 3 days a week is to be really, really focused on this and getting it growing. And then the rest of the time, I'm going to try and spend some time golfing and tennis and pickleball to create more social networking around those things. Because now I have time to do that. But I want to, on the couple days a week I'm in the office, I want to be really focused on getting some stuff put together and get it out.
Videos, Mike. We need more videos, high
That-
quality videos.
Got it. I'll
Uh,
get my
Do you have
camera.
your camera like sure, the anti shaky stuff so that you can, focus and all that.
Okay.
I think
I'll put
actually,
it on a tripod
yeah,
Y-
yeah,
because otherwise it's me.
yes, let's do things like that. But yeah, we'll ask Samantha to video you, do something like that. If
Okay. Well, she'll be there tonight, so if I actually get the stage, which I hope so, she'll video the whole thing.
Yeah, that'll be great. And
I,
in fact, almost all the events, I guess, we have the official recording by the organizers or the main
Sure.
event, somebody who is taking
Yep.
care of it, I guess. It's only the Zoom videos or probably whatever we are doing, like this one, is something, probably if it's a podcast where you're being interviewed when you are on travel or if you're traveling to another city and all. I guess that's where the challenge is. But I guess what Kim is trying to stress on is probably a high definition web camera. Not only the camera, because the DSLRs are hard to operate. Because I did see the image uh, which you had taken. In fact, they had multi-camera setup, like 2 3 cameras in the podcast. There's one on the left, right. I did save that image also. We don't need that high-end gear right now unless there's a team who's
GoPro.
operating it. Uh, the webcam should be, I mean, the current webcam. There's an HD version which I can send through Amazon. I mean, I'll send you the screenshot
Give me the link.
because
Okay.
almost all the LinkedIn courses, if somebody does it personally in their home or in their home office, um, they use this Logitech high definition webcam. In fact, the current one, I guess, is this the one from laptop or is this from the
No,
Mac?
no, it's a different one. It's just a HD camera. That was what I'm using right now. Right. I don't use one off of my computer.
Okay, so if this is an HD camera, most probably it could be Canon or it could be any other DSLR, I suppose.
Yeah.
Could be a Nikon or Canon. This is also pretty good. Maybe I don't know if it's the zoom setting, Kim. Like under the zoom video, there is a setting which gives an option for us to check or uncheck high definition. There's a check box.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but I'm actually thinking for Mike is for him to create various content outside of his office, like because a lot of people are doing that already. But
Yeah,
if
like the
he's
Gary
doing,
Vee style. Yeah, outside the.
yeah, yeah, that's right, Gary Vee, I like him. So it's like okay, so when he's meeting out somewhere, and he can on the spot interview somewhere, he can show off some of his influence in the industry if he is doing it outside of his office and so it's like
Yeah,
I was
there you go.
thinking
This is the
about
HD. I'm
GoPro.
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Kim. Yeah, this is the high definition, Mike.
Yeah, I just seen the button. I just clicked it.
Yeah, this is the high definition. In fact, whatever you see for me, the high definition, the wide, and now there is a rich quality in the pixels because now we are using the high definition to its full power. It's like Elon Musk using his rocket for the launch. So this is good. Now this is. I mean,
Got it.
it's not only the pixels, but the depth in the background. There is also another check. Probably,
Sure. Yeah.
there's another
Okay.
check which says, uh, like, probably blur the background. We can play around the background and the effects. There's a portrait lighting. If I remove if you can see the difference, I'll just remove the portrait lighting. There's a small check box which says portrait lighting. If I check it, you can see a little blur in my background.
Yeah.
I'm just checking and unchecking so you can feel the difference.
Yep. Let me. It's not on there.
So if you check and uncheck, you can see the difference with the portrait lighting. It's under background and effects, under settings. Like you have general video audio, there's background
Yep.
and effects.
Got it. I'll find it.
Yeah, under video there is adjust for low light or portrait lighting. Video virtual backgrounds.
Where's background? Are you kidding me? I know how to.
Or if you could read what you see, I can guide you from there.
I am on settings, and it says use dual monitors. you want me to go to video? No.
Yeah, please
Oh,
go
there's
to,
background and effect. I see it. Background.
yeah, under
Okay.
background and effects, there's mirror my video or adjust for low light or touch up my appearance. We don't need to touch up our appearance. But portrait
Okay.
lighting, do you see a setting there? Portrait lighting. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you select that portrait lighting, you can see a little difference.
Yep.
There's a little like a glow up. Portrait lighting is like professional lighting, but if we
Okay.
have, I'll okay, I can't show my lighting, but I'll see if I can hop in. Is the best. I mean, these are basic lights, but we can follow Kim's suggestion. In fact, if we are outdoors, um, probably using a tripod with a collar mic, the mic.
Got it.
Yeah, the wireless mic. Most of the smartphones now can easily be plugged with a wireless mic.
Yep.
Probably
I
it
have
costs
that.
us
Yeah.
another
Cool.
$200-$300, but
Keep it crisp.
yeah, it's a great investment. The wireless mics,
Yeah.
I guess Mike has already got the wireless mics in there. There
How
you
about the
go.
GoPro?
It-
What's your feedback on the GoPro? Have you seen that?
yeah,
They've been here in the Philippines. Is quite famous for vlogs, and it's weatherproof, that stuff.
yeah, the
Have you-
GoPro action camera, yeah, the waterproof camera, that's also very good. Uh, Probably skiing, instead of capturing only the idle pictures, probably will capture the
Yeah.
motion. If Mike says multifamily is investing his ups and downs while skiing, that can be a great sports video. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no harm in trying anything like that, but um, I only wish we give less effort and more time to whatever the efforts which you're putting in. In fact, I'll focus on the quality of content, because I was focusing on daily one post or weekly two or three, but I'm working towards shareable content. I mean,
Yep.
what is the content which can be shared, which people feel like sharing in 3 to 5 seconds. So I'm working on that part. Mainly carousels does really well with the carousels on LinkedIn. So I've got for the next 52 weeks, or until we celebrate another year around the sun, I am focusing on those quality carousels which are industry specific, as in multifamily investing or be it money lending. Like Kim also did mention, as you're focusing on independent money lending.
Yep. Hard
like,
money, private credit.
yeah. So we'll be working on, based upon whatever you're sharing in the podcast with other hosts, probably taking bits and pieces from there and adding visual elements, or adding some statistical glimpse. They say picture is worth 1,000 words, right?
Sure.
So if somebody looks at it, they should feel the 1,000 words, and they should feel emotionally. They have to hit share, and so that's what
Sure.
I'm aiming towards.
Okay.
The rest of the podcasts and the videos, they'll flow in just like the water flow or the river flow. Rest of them will happen. I'm just trying to. I love the articles also which are being published. I don't know if it's Kim's responsibility, or if anybody else from the web development team or the website team is doing it. But the articles which are being published on the LinkedIn, that can go up on the newsletters. They're coming up really well. I love the insights which are being shared there, because I'll take that articles which are being published on LinkedIn as a reference to create visual content, and I have few lined up.
Okay.
10th onwards, you will get to see that 10th, 11th of this month, because 10th, 11th is what I've lined up as per my dashboard. They will be completed in a couple of days, and the
Okay.
rest of things will go, and I'll be more than happy to get my hands on Kim's social media accounts, because a woman's perspective, lots of content on internet, anything children based or kids or pets oriented or women oriented, they get also lots of attention. So I can't wait to see a different lens, probably we call it different shades, from a woman's perspective for the same topic, because the same niche. There are lots of other investors whom I had seen. I'll share another investor whom I had seen. I'll put it in the group. I did find her.
Okay.
We will take it forward with that as well. I mean, we do not have a competition. Probably who are the best competitors or the other people from Raise. I mean, the recently the one which you shared, the Instagram screenshot which you sent. One moment, let me figure that out. Rise 48. Just seeing how other people. Yeah, Rise 48 Equity.
Yeah, they're the ones I just raised a couple $1 million for.
Yes, congratulations. So Raise 48 Equity, I'm studying their Instagram handle. In fact, Grant Cardone, I'm closely seeing the missing elements from our content to what he's sharing. Though he has got his own big team and probably investing millions of dollars to whatever he's doing. But I'm sure with the efforts which we are putting in for this year, it's going to be a golden harvest for sure. 2026, 2027. Can't wait to see. There will be something magical which will happen in the future with whatever you're doing right now, be it on YouTube or LinkedIn, with the kind of authority. Sorry?
Yep. Awesome. And Grant Cardone's in town next week, and I'll be at his thing for 2 days.
Wow.
So I'll get to see Grant and Brandon Dawson and hang out with them for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd seen a couple of pictures of Samantha in the first row in the 10X event. She was in the first row and Grant Cardone was right next to her. But I saw her in the pictures which you shared. I did see that. And also I saw your 10X events. So with whatever the content which is being shared through the Google Photos, that's giving me a story which I can create, because every piece of content which I share, every picture is giving me how I can, it's like connecting the dots. If I look back,
sure,
I'm trying to connect the dots with what had been done in the past to what's going to happen in the future.
Sure. No, that's perfect.
So, feel free to add in anything, Kim.
Probably one of the things, Raj, is how do we make Mike's post look consistent across the board, like the colors, the fonts. Is that something that we can consistently put out, like use standard fonts, colors?
Yeah,
because I have a list if that might help.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that you brought that topic, Kim. In fact, the visual consistency is something which will make other people register the brand.
Yes, exactly.
So Raise 48 content or Grant Cardone's content or Gary Vee's. So this, as of now, I'm using only the logo colors, which is the green and black. Because the Pacific Capital LLC, we have the green and the black. So apart from these dual colors, I'm trying to mix based upon whatever the pictures because the dressing...
that's going to complement the whole thing.
Yeah. Because in visual composition, if Samantha is wearing black, like the New Year, the Happy New Year goggles, like the shades which she was wearing, and I didn't want to miss the visual element again, though the pictures were shared or probably transferred from one phone to another device. There was a resolution which had been reduced, but I'll do maintain the visual consistency through brand, whatever the fonts which we need to use, because probably the brand catalog is something which I need to work. I'll definitely work on it, using only one set of fonts so that people remember us. Apart from using the green and black, I'll see if anything else can be added based upon the type of content which is being shared, so that people register. Okay, this is
Yep.
Michael Guthrie's uh, uh, content, as in they get to register. Okay, I'm trying to create a style. There are lots of other people whom I am studying also in the meanwhile. The other people who are viral on Facebook, but they're not active on LinkedIn, or they're not active on their own podcast or the YouTube. So I'm trying to balance it like the waves, the musical waves are probably in golf.
Sure.
You know how they balance things with the points. So I'm trying to balance different social media handles. It's all piece of cake, but maintaining that balance is something which matters to us, because the audience on Facebook or Instagram are different. And LinkedIn, I see most of it is again other multifamily investors, are people from the real estate who are
Yep.
engaging. So I see there's a missing element there, but I'm trying to see if we can educate other physicians or probably other
Yep.
clinicians, because I do remember Mike said let's focus towards physicians. So in the
Yep.
healthcare space, how we can project this content to clinicians or probably other physicians who are willing to invest, or probably everybody wants passive income, or somebody they need a leader who can guide them or direct them. So
Yep.
probably I'll use the same VCP formula: more visibility, more credibility is profitability. But I'm sure we are not looking at the profits, because I did see the Zoom chat comment there. Because all these institutions are the big brands, be it Facebook ads, Google ads, or YouTube ads. They wanted us to plug in the credit card, and they boost the content to some set of audience. So the reach is always less than 10% when we run ads, the conversion or the lead conversion. But I'm happy to hear the capital raising school, which Mike just mentioned. I was so happy because if we have a community of participants who are learning the tricks of the trade, building the community is something which I would love to be part of. Capital raising school, it doesn't matter if we have 5 students or 10 students or hundreds of students, but building the community is something which can definitely scale, because I believe in the growth of the community when they share it.
Sure.
So me being a moderator, or me talking to them, or trying to get or extract content for building that community, I guess if we give more lending ear to them, they share their insights, what's working, what's not working. In fact, they might need our help to achieve their dreams, because most of them
Sure.
are not technically savvy. So through capital raising school, under Pacific Capital LLC, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'll hop in, or I'll help them achieve their dreams. It doesn't
Got
cost
it.
us a dime, because we are already working on whatever needs to be done. So if they share something to the business or the capital raising school, or probably my Guthrie investor, it'll become an additional testimonial. So
Okay.
I'll be working on that testimonials, or the video testimonials, or
Okay.
the insights. It could be like recommendations, like the website,
Testimonials.
yeah,
Yep.
the text-based ones. So thank you so much. I mean, if we have time, we can chat. I mean, I have all the time for us now. Or anytime you want us to meet, I'm always available.
Okay.
Let it be
Yep.
30 minutes or 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't mind. I don't put my work-based content to the
Right.
number of hours which we are
Okay.
discussing, because it's going to help me.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I have another call I got to take. But I appreciate your time today, and I'll start getting some content created, videos. Kim will keep me on task.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna send you, Raj, those branding guide that we have prepared so far. Even Mike's speaking style guide. Anyway, let's just communicate by email, and probably since you are in the Gmail,
Yep.
we can create a folder there with all those information, so we
Yep.
can go back to them. Anyway, Thank you, Raj, for
Appreciate your
adjusting
time.
your time. I
Yep.
know it's your sleep times of sweet dreams.
Yeah, keep them coming, Mike.
Yep.
I mean, doesn't matter what we say on the video, but keep them coming. But
Yep.
2027, that'll blow up because I'll share. I'll share. I mean, with whatever we are doing in 2025, 2026 again,
Harvest.
it'll be
Yep.
in repeat mode. But
Harvest.
I'll see you there.
Completely. All right. Thank you.
Bye bye.